Welcome back. The program is Saturday night and you're welcome back on board. And as I usher you in, I also usher in Halima Abubakar. Wow, that name, it's a very, very strong one now.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure having you on Saturday
mine.
night. Yeah. Halima, that name is so large.
That's what I heard.
That's what you heard.
This is just,
And this is in a very portable container.
that's how they come.
That's how they come. Big names in
Small package.
a small package. That's good. And you like it, don't you?
I do.
You do.
Yes.
Yeah, so Halima, the name it's Northern.
Yeah.
But when I look at you, you just strike me like a Southerner.
I'm not. I'm just westernized. So I am just a different kind of breed. So I love the Western dresses. So that's why I'm in it. And again, I'm from Kogi State, not Kano State directly. So I'm from the Middle Belt, and we just live in Kano. I was born and raised there. I'm not originally from Kano State.
You have been in the movie industry for how long now?
12 years.
12
Professionally,
years.
yes. 12 years.
12 years. And you strike me like one who's been there for like ever.
Yeah, sometimes, because they've been talking about me a lot, since way before the popular, sorry, darling, the popular newspapers, TV, and all form of media. That's why, because they've been talking about me since I was a kid, I'm going to say. So 12
Why
years
do
on.
they talk about you like that?
I'm an actress.
Why don't they talk about other actresses like that?
Well, I'm always doing one thing or the other. I guess I'm newsworthy. I can say that.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Nicely put. So let's roll back a bit, because usually on the program we just do a bit of profiling, especially for those who are meeting you for the first time, who are seeing you for the first time. They want to know you better. Yes, Halima Abubakar is a brand now, but let's know the Abubakar, the Halima behind the Halima Abubakar. So now for starters, you already told us you're from Kogi State, right? So what else is there to know about Halima?
Well, I'm a sociologist, I'm going to say. What else? I attended Bayero University in Kano. We live in Kano still, but professionally, because I work in Lagos, so I stay here with my younger ones. What else? I'm a farmer, and I'm a humanitarian, so I'm a complete package.
Farmer?
Yes, farming.
Literally, or?
No, farming in huge measure. I have sheep, I have my chickens, I have turkeys, fish. I have a lot in the farm. And we do cropping, we do everything that people do in the farm. So,
are you literally involved in farming?
yes, I am. 60-70%. The rest, my father is involved with it.
With your nails?
I
can see
need
your
the nails with my ring. I need the nails for my own self, but they're short, so I can actually, dig one or two
And with that
holes.
ring, if anything is too hard, you use the ring to punch it.
How do you know? If the yam is too hard, just like, oh my God, this yam is hard.
Too difficult.
That's it.
That's good. I love your attitude. Your attitude to
you.
life is really nice. Now, Halima, you grew up in the north.
Yeah.
And then you veered into the movie industry. Did you veer in while you were there, or when you came to Lagos?
I actually came to Lagos for a holiday.
Okay.
And I decided to try out auditioning. But I met Francis Duru like a year before then in Kano. He came to Kano for something in my school. And then I just went. People were like, no, you can pass. Francis Duru is a star. No. I said I must see Francis Duru, and I did. So I now collected the address. And he said, oh, whenever you're in Kano, in Lagos, go to Tobe restaurant, so area. And that was it. When I came to Lagos, I went hunting for the address. And after about 6th or 7th attempt, I got a role, Waka Pass role. And I didn't shoot till a year later again because, they said I didn't have an epic face. They said I didn't have this. I'm small. I'm not tall. Oh, so many complaints. So I had to go back, to
the drawing board.
Yes. And then I came back 3 years later again, and they told me the same thing. I'm like, come on now. Okay, I want to play football. My journey is actually quite long. I've done so many, I actually played football for a while because I said, okay, since they've rejected me here, I love football. Let me see if I'm going to be picked.
As what now?
Footballer.
As in literally kicking the ball.
Yes, with Jegede Babes. And then after a while, I got injured. I had to stop that again. So I went back to acting.
My goodness.
I persisted until I got a role in 2001. And that was it.
In fact, I'm still... I'm
That's why I said my journey is funny.
I'm stunned. I'm actually stunned. I can't believe that this nicely packaged Halima once upon a time kicked the ball.
Yes, I did. I've actually... I worked in a lot of places before now, so I wanted the experience, and yes, because I want to support myself, I felt working and receiving even 3,000, 4,000 was good, you know, instead of... I just felt working was going to be more profitable than going about.
You know, for you to be pushed to that extent of wanting to do anything to survive, something must have prompted it.
I really, really like salary. I don't like men giving me money. Though I will collect if they give me. I'm just saying. I love my salary because I just feel like, I earned this. You know, and there's no joy like receiving your salary. So it's not like you giving me money today, tomorrow you give me money, and 2 days later I will tell you I need money again.
That's a very good one coming from you, because, I mean, for a lot of people, they just generally believe that women are lazy. Some women, especially the actresses, all they just want to just nicely act and not want to do anything else. I mean, for you to now assert yourself and say, come, I believe in dignity in labor. It's a good thing.
That's not 100% true, because they think, it's just about bringing the camera and just you acting and all that, and then you get money. No, sometimes we don't get to sleep as much as we want, all because of the payment probably is 5,000, 10,000. I'm talking about
those days
in the past. Then I take 2,000 naira, per role, and I tell you, even if I appear 10 times, that's what they're going to pay me. But of course, the new generation of actors find it easier because we've already laid down all the foundation for them. So it's not as hard as it used to be, but still difficult for a lot of people. But I'm glad now that I'm a producer, I'm going to give a lot of people a chance, just like I've done in my first movie. My second movie is going to carry 80% of new generation actors.
Okay, let's still go back a bit. How your parents, how they responding, how they reacting to your decision to go into this very, 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 very...
Now they are in support. They were not in support, and for 6 years I was acting without their permission. So I had to go back on my knees and say, I'm sorry. Please bless it for me. And they did. I had the beating of my life before the advice and of course the prayer and blessing, which is, I needed that. I needed the slap, I needed the waking up, I mean, you need your parents' advice, you need their blessing in everything you do, so going behind is not usually the best.
Did you ever think you were going to go into acting?
I like acting. I really wasn't in love with it. I thought I was going to be a musician. That's what my father thought too. And then I was a bit of a confusionist. So I go here, I'm like, okay, I want to do this. Tomorrow I want to do that. So they were used to the change of career.
And it didn't affect your education in any way?
No, because I really wanted to be educated. I was coming from school to Lagos, and then I go back when the ASU strike was on. I'm in Lagos trying to,
Let's go into your professional life. So you started the movie career many, many years ago, and you've had how many movies to your credit?
I cannot count the movies that but definitely over 50. I've not, definitely.
And you already started producing yourself?
Yes, I have, by the grace of God. I have my new movie, The Mistresses.
The Mistresses?
The Mistresses. It's a social subject, which is, what so many females go through. And then, of course, they said one beans, spoils the other because you don't know every other person's character. So we have a lot of men that lie and lead female on knowing that either they're married or they're engaged. That's just, the story of the movie.
So are you trying to project the life of a mistress here?
Yes. Mistresses, not one.
It has nothing to do with you?
No, definitely not.
No personal attachment?
Oh, no. Yeah.
So what exactly are you trying to push out with that movie, The Mistresses?
I'm just trying to say men should actually stop lying and stop leading women on. Stop saying you want to marry her just because you want something. And for the females, stop pretending to have just a boyfriend. We need to be responsible and accountable for our behavior. I just want people to be truthful and be open, so you know where your heart lies.
Have you ever been deceived by a man?
No,
Never.
never. If there was, I didn't know. Then that was really good.
Ah.
But no.
Are you kidding me? In this 21st century?
Yes, I will leave if I find out he's lying. I mean, nobody is tying you down. I feel if you're not happy, you shouldn't stay in a relationship and marriage. I'm sorry. I'm not married. I'm not meant to say anything about marriage because I don't know what, another person is going through. But from what I've seen, I think a lot of people have problems with their marriage. And that's what the movie is about.
So would that in any way encourage you to get
Oh,
married?
yeah, definitely. One day I will get married. I need to understand myself first before I understand.
You're still understanding yourself.
Yes, I don't know if I don't know if I'm matured enough for that, or if I'm talking about mentally. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm overgrown to get married, but I'm saying that probably mentally I'm not. And until I understand that, I'm going to keep reading.
Keep reading and keep reading. Do you surprise yourself sometimes?
No, I used to, not now.
So what kind of surprise have you given yourself that you can remember right now to speak?
Just to be responsible. No matter how broke I am, I stay at home and drink my water and just pretend to be fasting until the morning comes. And then I can eat.
The name Halima, I've never met you before, but your name precedes you. How do you deal with the press?
How do they deal with me? Because I'm actually quite handful. And
so you know you're a handful.
yeah, because when they write something that is not true, they actually get to hear from me. So initially I used to handle it myself until I got tired, because I mean, how many magazines or newspaper will I call and keep shouting, that is a lie, what did you do? What can they do? Even if they say they apologize, it's out there, and people just read and believe everything. In fact, some people don't even click a story to read. They just go to the comments and just comment, and then later go up and then read and be like, oh my God, and I said I hate this girl. Okay, I didn't read it, so sorry. It's really, really confusing when they do that. So this what I just do is to just block anything that I don't want to hear, and then just take in the ones that I can handle. And I leave the rest for God. I don't do anything anymore.
What would you say is the most scandalous news you heard about yourself?
That I was pregnant for a colleague. Yeah, that was earlier this year. We shot a movie in Owerri. I don't even know the title of the movie. And I got pregnant to a character in the movie. And then the next thing I saw on Twitter is that Halima Abubakar pregnant for Emeka Nyocha. And this is me. At least by now I should be like either 7 or 8 months now. So here I am. I'm not pregnant. You can see it's just a movie. And then another one that says I smoke cigarettes. I hate cigarettes. They even give me a brand, which is really annoying. If I want to smoke cigarettes, not that brand.
I love your attitude. I like you.
No, but there's no need to lie, because it will still come out one day.
Yes, it will.
I like saying it myself.
It will be. How do you intend to sustain your brand?
Just being myself. Do the roles that I can do and reject the ones that I cannot. And of course, I have my foundation, which I've been, taking care of for the past 10 years now. And by the grace of God, I'm a UN Peace Ambassador, and I'm a Youth Ambassador. I'm an ambassador to so many organizations, which is what all the efforts and all the power and all the energy, that you put into trying to make another person smile is being appreciated, which is really, really great. And I'm humbled by the beautiful recommendation and all the, the prayers. And the smile I see from kids is rewarding.
Can you see one smiling back at you here right now? Yeah, so speaking of the roles you have played, how far can you go? How far can you go when you want to enact a character?
I'll just... I don't want to lie, because they asked me this before.
Once upon a time, you once acted nude, right?
Never. That's the misconception, and that's from the media. So
Can you clear the air, because this
yeah,
is
I have
a
never.
platform
No,
for you
I have never done that before. I have never acted a movie where I was partially clad. No, I was a model when I was 15, 16, and I had a contract to do like an auditioning for a soap. I think it's for Orange Drugs or something, and that was years ago. And I wasn't picked even, so somebody got the picture and used it in one of the newspapers or magazine, and that was it. I don't even encourage that. I've tried several occupations and decided to stick with acting, so I have never acted nude. It's just rumors.
Well, you heard it right from the horse's mouth. She's never acted nude.
Never. I'm sure if I have, they won't even. They
Some
won't
of those
celebrate me
things,
this much.
some of those things, you never get to see. You hear them, and you need to clear the air. Because there are some people who are they're looking up to you. In all ramifications, and they really need to get these things right, straight from the horse's mouth, and that you've done today.
Thank you.
Now, Halima,
What? You're just smiling.
all right, okay, let me not go there. Now, you've been acting, and in the acting industry, we've heard rumors of harassment and all of that. Have you had personal instinct with things like that?
Yeah, I have. When I was growing up, I've had so many people come to tell me, oh, they love me, they are going to be my manager, or they have to sleep with me to give me a role. But each time I'm like, so assuming I sleep with this person, does that mean I'll sleep with the next? And how many movies will I shoot? And how many people, you can imagine such. And when I found out that these people are not even in the industry, I was so upset, you understand, because I had to go and report them, because that's what they've been threatening me with, as if I didn't go with them, I'm not going to ever act in Nollywood again. So I had to go and, because then I like to report people. So any little thing I go to report. So I reported them, actually, because, that's not fair. You tell me after going to school, I come out of school, and you tell me I have to do this in order to cross over, and I don't think that's right.
Listening to you talk, and the pictures of you I saw online, I'm trying actually to blend.
To put it together, and it's hard,
put it together, yes. Because you have this seductive look around
And
you,
the pictures?
Yes, those pictures were really very seductive. So I was looking forward to, okay, Halima, she's coming. Okay, let me see. And now I'm hearing a different song.
Yeah, no, that's what
So how do you intend to balance that PR in such a way that there's a balance?
Well, I've always had my public life and my private life, so I know where to just put a stop to it.
Is it part of the publicity stunt?
No, to be sexy.
Yeah,
A woman should be sexy no matter what age. Even my grandmother should be sexy. I told her, you just put one or two things in I just draw her eye and bam, she's ready to smile. I think you just need to be yourself. If you're not yourself, then who can you be?
So now, for those of us who are not really directly involved in movie production and that scenery, can you give us maybe in very short sentences, just enact how it is in the movie industry from your own perspective, from Halima's perspective? How's the movie industry?
Sincerely, it's a very difficult one, and I'm sure more difficult than football. Seriously, because in football you get injured and probably you heal, but here if you're rejected, that's all. Seriously. So I am going to say the industry is for those people with a very strong heart, with determination, with passion, because you need to have that. And if you don't have it as an actor, as a producer, as a director, you're not leading anybody anywhere.
What would you say is your most challenging role?
I'm going to say The Mistresses, which is my movie, because seriously, it has drained me emotionally. It has drained me all over. So I'm going to say that movie. And now I respect my producers. You guys have done well. From this one now, I know you guys are doing serious job. All we just do is collect the money and just act. And we don't really know what they go through after acting the movie. It is serious. Seriously.
And speaking of Halima, do you have a man in your life right now?
I don't like
because
talking about things
see
like
you.
that.
Look at you. Just look at your face.
Yeah. No.
Some guys will be
Oh, really? No.
Dying to meet you.
I don't get this.
Dying to meet you. I can see you here from here.
Okay, what
from
do
the
you see?
screen. A beautiful,
Aww.
drop-dead, gorgeous woman.
And what do you think? Do you think I should have, or from
In
what
fact,
you're
you
saying?
should have an avalanche of men
Oh my God.
swimming around.
Oh no, just one. One is okay. I think everyone just deserves one, and when you meet that person, that's it. I'm that kind of person who just like my heart in one place.
Okay.
Except there is a reason. I don't think you should have one and have another person. If this is not okay for you, why do you need? If this is okay, it's okay. You don't need to have two men. I mean, you're a lady or you're a girl, you're a woman. That's a man's job, and even a man should be responsible and zip up. Some, I mean, I don't like.
So, do you have any
irresponsibility.
regrets?
Many, but none that I want to share. But I do have a lot.
So, what have you learned from those regrets?
To forgive, to forget, to grow, to laugh, to love, to pray, to be strong, and to, move ahead in life. That's just it.
And speaking of moving ahead, on the final note, speaking of moving ahead, what's up there for Halima? What should we be expecting from Halima's stable?
Well, I am going to have a fundraising dinner very soon for the flood in Kogi State. We did that initially this year, March or April, and I want to do another one for them. And then I have a campaign for cancer, and then of course movies. And then my second movie, The Bullies, is going to be in the cinemas very, very soon. So I am saying I have a lot before the year runs out, so hopefully we're going to share a lot of that.
All right, we'll keep sharing with you as
you
long
so
as you
much.
continue to entertain us.
Thank you very
and on
much.
that note, to say thank you so much for
No
staying
problem.
tuned to Saturday
you
Night.
very
Your
much.
ring is lovely.
Oh my God, don't mind me.
As a farmer. As
Yeah,
a farmer.
As a farmer. No, you just take it off, and this is it.
And this is it, man.
You wear
I looked at it, I'm like, whoa, this is Lady Gaga in the making.
No. When I take this off, I wear my farming clothes or uniform, and I just take this out, pack my hair.
And
And
you become a farmer.
oh yeah.
That's good. Is that a role or something? A movie role.
I don't know why people don't believe that I actually farm. I grew up farming.
It's difficult to
Seriously.
believe.
Kogi
It's
State.
difficult to believe.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming again. Thank you so much. And so, on that note, viewers, we say thank you for staying tuned to this week's edition of Saturday Night. Until next week, be kind to one another. Good night.